Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Going to go over our Forex trades for today, Monday, July 6th. Hope everybody had a great 4th of July weekend. We took a couple of days off ourselves, and we're ready to get back into action. We didn't have any scalp or swing trades, but we did close out one of the correlation trades. We've had two of them on for in the neighborhood of about 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks. We were able to get out of the euro pound to the euro yen, as you see here, courtesy of the Greece referendum. So before we touch on that, on the actual trade, we just want to talk about Greece real quick. So Greece actually went into default June 30th at midnight, or July 1st at midnight, whatever you want to call it. They missed the payment to the IMF. They did hold the referendum, a vote, and that was held yesterday, Sunday, July 5th, and it was an overwhelming no by the citizens of Greece. Over 60% of the people that voted, I think about 2/3 or 3/4 of people actually did vote, and over 60% of them voted for no, not to accept the creditor's terms. So in theory, they could be kicked out of the euro. In theory, they've defaulted. And they are on the verge of bankruptcy. We've been reading and hearing a lot of some news stories are facts, some are rumors, but we've been hearing everything that they're talking with that they're talking with Russia and China for a loan. Also hearing that the IMF is discussing things with them, and the finance minister actually resigned today, and that is fact. Funny enough, him and the leaders of Greece were telling the people of Greece to vote no, and he was saying that the banks will reopen on Tuesday. They got what they wanted. The people vote no, and the guy quits this morning. It was unbelievable. It's like, what is going on here? So we will see what happens. Reading a lot from a lot of intelligent people, from Bill Gross to Mark Faber and other people, just saying that no matter what happens, Greece is going to be in for a hard time economically in the coming months and possibly several years. Things are not going to turn around quickly there for sure, especially if they get kicked out of the euro. It will get worse. Surprisingly, markets around the world, they didn't react as bad as people were predicting. The euro obviously got beat up over 100 pips at one point yesterday, or last night, I should say, when markets opened for the currency markets. Global markets around the world, they were down, 1%, 1.5%, 2%, but not that bad considering Greece is on the verge of bankruptcy. Or essentially bankrupt, right? I mean, they can't pay. They still have their banks closed. They're still limiting people to withdraw out of the ATMs to 60 euros a day. They're limiting their pensioners, which is you could call it the equivalent of Social Security recipients here in America, to $120 a month, down from $600 a month, or 600 euros a month they get. So limiting to 120 euro. And there's been a lot of chatter. And on Saturday, I believe it was, the Financial Times reported that the Greek government is considering doing what's called a bail-in, as they did in Cyprus, going after people's deposits. And from what the Financial Times reported, which is very reputable, they reported the government of Greece is considering anything over $8,000 in your bank account will be subject to a 30% withdrawal by the government. So essentially, if you have 100,000, that'll leave you 92,000, and the government would take, let's just call it an even 30,000 of your 92,000. Will they do it? Who knows? They were able to pull it off in Cyprus without a major uprising. And when it happened, that was whatever, year and a half, 2 years ago. We predicted it's going to happen, and they're going to try a bigger country. And we named Greece, Italy, Spain, Portugal as some of the bigger countries to try it in, and here it is. It looks like potentially Greece could be it. So we'll see what happens. There's still a lot that can develop. Maybe they work something out with the IMF. Neither party seems to be giving in here. So I don't know what the scenario is going to be. All I do know is that the euro got beat up, and we were able to get out of like I said, one of our correlated trades. The other one was still in, the Canadian dollar yen, the pound yen wasn't impacted as much because it's, Greece is not a direct participant in either of those currencies. It affected it a little bit, but not too bad. Euro, it's a direct participant in the euro. So this trade, as you see, correlation. So as they widen, we put them on one way or the other, and then as they narrow, we get out. And you see here over time, this is a yearly chart how it happens. So back here where I'm moving the arrow, where I'm moving the mouse, you would be long euro yen and short euro pound, and as it narrows, you'll be a profitable trade, and vice versa. So here are where the hours are. We averaged our way into the position size that about 70% of the position size that we wanted, and we were short euro yen and we were long euro pound, and at that time we had about 600 pip spreads between the two, and you can see here what happened yesterday, or last night I should say, Sunday. You could see the euro yen. I mean, the euro yen was coming down, so was the euro pound, but the euro yen was coming down quicker. And then actually Sunday, the euro pound actually had a little bit of a pop, and the euro yen came down really hard. So it narrowed it to about 500 pip spread. So we were able to capture some of that move. All said and done, we captured size adjusted 37.8 pips. Not adjusted for size, you're looking at about 190 pips. We had 15% euro yen and 10% of euro pound. Now on this trade, you have to have less euro pound because euro pound moves about 1.5 to 1 that the euro yen moves. Okay, so if you have 15% of euro yen, which we had, you have to have 10% of euro pound to make the move equivalent, right? So 10% of euro pound is going to equal, at 1.5, is going to equal 15% of the euro yen on a pip basis. So we were able to, like I said, liquidate the position and capture on a size adjusted basis 37.8 pips. So we'll definitely take it. Again, not size adjusted. It was in the neighborhood of 200, about right around 200 pips actually, 190 pips. So we'll take it and we'll move on. What else? So okay, well I can tell you, non-size adjusted euro yen, we made 364.9 pips. Euro pound, we lost, let's call it 170 pips. It was 169.3 pips. So like I said, size adjusted euro yen 54.7, euro pound loss of 16.9, for a total of 37.8 pips on the profit side. So we'll take it and we'll move on. We're still watching the other currency, the other correlated trade. And if we get any signals, they'll be coming they'll be coming out, they'll be coming your way. We'll be looking to do some more trading tonight as far as scalps and swings. We didn't want to get involved too heavily with that, with everything that was going on with Greece, considering that we had these correlation trades as well. So now that a lot of that Greek news is behind, we'll kind of look for some of it. We probably will still kind of shy away from euro swing trades or scalps. If we do, we'll be doing relatively smaller than normal, just because you never know what's going to happen. So that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Have a great rest of your day. Good luck trading if you're still trading.